You're mine. Time to move.
Go!
Approaching the anomaly.
Copy that. Who's there?
Film review tonight. Tonight we're watching Resident Evil Death Island. Unglorious Blue. And this is, to me, was the best looking movie because it's the newer one. It's so 2023, of course. Really good movie. It's probably my favourite, actually. I don't know. Could be my favourite. So Resident Evil is a 2023 English language Japanese adult animated action horror set in the same universe as Resident Evil. It is the 5th installment of the 4th film in the animated series. Following the 2017 film Resident Evil Vendetta and the 2021 miniseries Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, and follows several Resident Evil protagonists as they investigate possible T-virus bioterrorism in San Francisco. Box office is 61,000. 91 minutes. In 1998, so it's set in the same time as Resident Evil 1 and 2. In 1998, as the Raccoon City incident begins, the Umbrella Corporation hire a private military fund to help evacuate high-ranking Umbrella executives and government officials. The film deploys Unit 6, but the majority of bitten by zombies, surviving members JJ and Dylan Blake contact headquarters to seek extraction from medical assistance, but are instructed to quarantine and ultimately eliminate their fellow comrades, leaving JJ in disbelief and angering Dylan. The pair argue until the infected soldiers attack them and bite JJ, forcing Dylan to kill him. So I'll just get to that bit. I won't explain the whole story because I'm just going to make it simple and flawed. Okay, so it sets, so the film is set years before, and then it goes back to like years after. And you got a character called Dylan, who part of Umbrella, and he's the main. I was wondering if he was the same character from the. I was thinking that at the beginning. And when I saw the character, and it's with that other one, that woman, the one from the other Resident Evil animated series, who's the father. His father was Arius. Anyway, she's in this again, and there's a character called Taylor, and of course it's the part of the film where it's pointing a gun, is like doing like Russian roulette thing where he just one bullet. And he keeps doing that because he actually is trying to torture himself. He blames himself what happened, killing his own friend and stuff, and that's what kind of sets it all off, the chain of events. So it's actually this film is set on Alcatraz Island, which is really cool. I think this is probably my favourite one actually. It could be, but I like the other ones too. So it's set on Alcatraz Island, and I just think that's cool on an ex-prison place. So returning characters: Rebecca Chambers, Leon Canada, Chris Redfield, Leon Canada, Rebecca Chambers, Claire Redfield, Jill Valentine's, Liam Kelly not, Chris Redfield not. So they're all act together now, they're working together. And of course, they ended up finding out it's something to do with the infection, it's something to do with, it's connected to Alcatraz Island, I think. People visit the Alcatraz Island, it's like, that's interesting. So they decide, so then Jill, Claire Redfield and Chris decide to visit Alcatraz Island. And then with visitors too, so the visitors are there too, you got visitors, and then it's cool actually the way they've just the animation and stuff. I just like the animation, it's me, I think it's really good. So the main character villain actually is working in a secret place where he's infected people on the island. Spoilers, by the way, better watch out. It's not really like one of those like big twists and stuff like that. And he turns out to be the guy. He turns out to be the guy who's at the beginning, and he has his own backstory. Each villain seems to have a backstory that they've got an excuse to kill people, but he just becomes any other character at Wesker and stuff like that. Becomes a villain, not a nice guy. Then he gets his just desserts, But yeah, really well animated this was. So anyway, certain characters, so some of the visitors start to get infected somehow, and they're like, what the hell's going off? So, because it's like an infection, and how the hell did that happen? It's like just out of nowhere, and it turns out to be this like insect, like a mosquito that bites people, and it turns them straight away fast. But that's what I couldn't work out. So it must be. I don't know what I'm trying to get. I'll get that to in a bit. So anyway, so it's like some of the visitors get killed, and then Taylor gets found out. So anyway, Taylor is found later on in one of these like, he's hiding somewhere. So anyway, he gets found by Claire and Chris. Of course, Leon Kennedy turns up later on the island. So anyway, they don't getting bitten by something, and it's like they don't change straight away. They're not like changing straight. This thing I couldn't understand. They don't change straight away the characters in this. Apart from the visitor, they should change straight away, but they don't. So they get like overpowered by Finger. They get put in prison, one of those prison things in Alcatraz, and of course, and the only character that leaves not bitten is Jill for some reason because of what happened after Resident Evil, in between Resident Evil 5. Because in Resident Evil 5 she had one of those things, I'd have to control her, and she said, "Well, feels that," and this takes place just after. So it takes place after Resident Evil 3 and after Resident Evil 5. If I've got that right. Anyway, I like the animation. I like the way Jill looks like. It's just like from Resident Evil 3, the remake, which I really enjoyed. So anyway, Rebecca Chambers arrives. She has a cure for these the virus, and then she ends up on Alcatraz Island involved with this unit, and of course they get attacked by this massive freaking shark, because it turns out somebody's attacking these whales in this movie, and it's something huge. It turns out to be a big freaking shark, huge, ugly. So they get attacked, and so anyway, she ends up on the Alcatraz Island, and she ends up curing Leon, Kristen, Redfield, Claire Redfield, and the last part was pretty cool. I like the last part where he infects himself. Now he opens this gate. It's this massive like gate that opens up, and he lets this massive shark in it. So he puts this like virus inside, and then he drops down, and the shark eats him up. It's like you see this massive shark in the water. It's like, that is not a way, why the hell would you... And then next bit, he pops out, the water is like, and it's like mutated, it's massively mutated, because it wants to see what people... I mean, that's the excuse all the time with these bad guys. Always say, I want people to see what I've seen, and it's kind of like, here we go. And he's releases like drones, these little insects that can affect everyone, but Rebecca has this great idea by actually reversing it. She ends up controlling the drones and affecting somehow affecting his genes using the drones and stuff. And Finger's character Dylan, who looks like a damn huge giant monster, and it's like, yeah, huge improvement, mate. Because he has that, like, they always seem to have a long black jacket all the time when they go bad every time. So yeah, he looks a bit like a Wesker now. Still the best villain on Resident Evil, I'll say. So yeah, I enjoyed it though, it's fantastic. So it's like a battle between the monster and the other characters from the original Resident Evil games. Yeah, I enjoyed it. She gets this like big phantasm weapon. So I've got this bloody awesome on my mouth, it's doing my head. I get it on my lips sometimes, I get one there, and sometimes I get it back of my throat. It's just, it's horrible. So anyway, she ends up with this phasma weapon, and she shoots it, and it's like, but the thing is, the thing's slow, so it's like loads up slow, so it's like the reload thing is so damn slow compared to a shotgun and stuff. Even a shotgun's quicker than that. So she ends up damaging, but then, so he tries to escape through the finger, through the gate, but then decide to like lower the gate a bit. So, and that part was pretty cool. Where she sits like Jill, she jumps into the wall and she sticks the grenade into him. And so that's the same time they like have the gate going down slow, and it drops on top of him by blowing like a rocket launcher out the finger, so it goes down quicker. It kills. They end up killing Dylan, and that's it. It's like, and then there's a rescue mission out there, and it's like, game over. But you know what? It's so satisfying. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this one. I actually enjoyed the other ones too. They were really good. But the animation in this is excellent. The water ripples and stuff, and the character design, and this is all stop motion, which is cool. And I can't believe it was 2008 the first one came out. This was like almost 20 bloody years ago. It's crazy. But you know, I was actually impressed with the first one because that still looked pretty good. But yeah, this one looked really good on. The quality, the CGI quality on this is excellent. It's pretty like watching a full blown video game CGI movie, really. But this one, you just sit back and watch it and enjoy it without doing anything. You just watch it and enjoy. But I did like the shooting action, fight scenes, the fight scene between Arius, daughter and stuff like Arius. Is it Arius or something? Arius. Daughter and Leon Kennedy was pretty cool actually. He ends up getting an upper hand on her, of course. So yeah, it's really cool that fight. But yeah. Crazy. And there's some cool monsters. I did like the monster designers, especially these. They look like lickers. There's part of the movie where Leon and Jill to go and it's these lickers come out. They look like lickers a little bit more creepier looking. Yeah, they were freaking freaky. But they can't see like the original ones. They can't see in this, which is cool. But yeah, I like that. I thought the monster design was fantastic. So yeah, good action scenes. So yeah, pros and cons. Pros and first, really good CGI effects. Some cool looking monster design, which I liked. Returning characters, all of them together this time, not like separated, all that they're working together, which is cool. Returning characters though, so yeah, good music, good voice acting, and a good story. I'd say, really like revenge, a good guy becoming a bad guy, you know. So it's always the same. This guy can't really. His reality is like, what's the difference between good and evil, whatever. So I want to let people see what I do, you know. It's kind of like I have to make a decision and stuff, and that's what he does to Jill. He kind of says, you're going to make a decision on what I have to go through. And I'm thinking to myself, come on, man, really? Because when he killed his friend, he actually didn't shoot him. He actually caved his head in with a thing because he had no bullets. And yeah, that would have been probably more traumatic. But that's what changes his character, becomes, you know, evil. It's bitter and evil. So yeah, good story, good animation and characters, returning characters, music, creature design. And I couldn't really, if I think of a con, I couldn't really think of anything because everything about it, I think, I don't think the ending part was good. So yeah, so the cons, I can't think of anything. So yeah, so yeah, nothing I could think of bad about it. I thought the animation was great, the music was good action scenes, real cool, interesting. Oh, what's going on there? How they intrigue, I say. So yeah, good stuff, really good. So the rating I'm going to give Resident Evil Death Island is a 4 out of 5 again because I enjoyed it. Couldn't think of anything bad about it. It's not the greatest movie ever, but 4 out of 5 is a very good rating. So yeah, so 4 out of 5 for Resident Evil Death Island. So before I go off, remember to subscribe to my channel. Take care and enjoy my videos. Thank you for watching. Take care and enjoy my videos. Hopefully you see me soon. I'll see you soon. And bye for now.